How to be a great striker. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Exceptional One channel. Before I get started, make sure you watch the entire video. And if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, make sure you watch the entire video. So today's video is gonna be how to be a great striker. That's the video. Okay. As you know, on my channel is all about greatness. Good is not enough. You want to be great, right? But it takes certain skills to be great. And I've been playing different positions in my entire life. I've been playing the game for more than 15 years now. So I play every position, and I'm currently playing as a striker. So I learned so many things, and I decided to share them with you. But for this video, I'm going to make two parts for it. It's very, very important to me, so it's going to be part 1 and part 2. So stay tuned for that. Part 2 mainly is going to be, I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to demonstrate everything on what I'll be talking about in part 1. So stay tuned for that. So also, I would like to thank all my subscribers from all over the world, in South America, in Canada, in US, in Africa. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. So I really appreciate it. So today I have another new video for you. How to be a great striker. So to be great, it takes certain skills, right? People who are great, they are doing something different to separate themselves from the crowd, right? So they are working harder than other people. Constantly, they want to be better, right? So that's what greatness is. And you should be fearless if you want to be great. You should be fearless. That's key. So, couple of things. Conditioning. You can go to the gym, work on your lifting weights. You can go biking. You can do a couple of jogging, right? All that you see with the teams. Let's say you are on a team and that's what you do. You run a lot. Maybe you do like, I don't know, 10, 15 laps or so. And then you stretch. But before you always do that, always make sure you do a quick light stretch. Maybe stretch on your hamstring and stretch also your quad, things like that. Because the last thing you want right now is start running and then you pull a muscle, right? So always make sure you do a light stretch, and then before you start jogging, and then after that you can stretch more. So usually I always spend like at least 15 minutes stretching. It doesn't matter, even if you were playing on a team and you arrive late and your teammates are rushing you to come and start playing, always make sure you stretch before, no matter what, right? Because professionally, this can damage your career too, right? Let's say I always see that with professionals when they are warming up and you see them with the headphones, they are not focused at all. So every time you want to be great, headphones, all that, you should leave all that aside, right? You can listen to music once everything is over. So you always want to be great. So always stay focused, right? Always. So that's the conditioning. So you're jogging, maybe you run on a treadmill before the game, or you go biking, hitting the gym, different things. But on top of that, what I've been trying to do this last couple of years that really helped me on my conditioning also is I've been taking yoga classes, and yoga really help you on your breathing, right? Because when you're playing, especially as a striker, you need to really control your breathing, right? Because you see those players, even the top players, sometimes you see them 10-15 minutes, they have their hands on their hips, right? It's like it looks like their body is already telling them to stop playing. So you need to be knowing when to run, when to get your teammate involved, like passing the ball to them. You need to catch your breath from time to time, right? Pay attention to that. It's very important. So conditioning is very important. Conditioning, if you are not in shape, everything else I'm going to be telling you, it's like it will be worthless. So you have to be in condition. Next thing is mental. So mentally, you have to be prepared mentally. The game of soccer is all, I would say, 90% mental, right? And the rest is all the skills you learn about it. So mentally speaking, it's like you started a game, and maybe you have a game plan and it's not working. So what do? The crowd is against you. The referee is making wrong calls. Maybe you and your teammate are not on the same page. The weather maybe is too hot. Basically, things don't go your way. Then what do? That's when you always have to have different strategies in mind. Every time I play, I always have like 3 or 4 strategies in mind, right? While I'm watching the opponent, right? How they are set up. And I'm going to demonstrate all that in part 2 for you, what I meant by when I'm watching the opponent and how mentally it can help you if you're using those different strategies I'm talking about. So stay tuned for that part 2. Don't miss it. All right. So that was it. So let's recap: conditioning, preparing mentally. Those are the things, and then making sure you find the right soccer shoes to play with, right? And then also making sure when you go to the gym and you work on your body, you always stretch before the game, right? It's very important. So for now, I'm going to stop here for part 1, and I'm going to go to the part 2 next.